So growing up, my childhood was filled with a lot of video games. And that got me thinking, how many video games have I owned in my lifetime? So we first start off with this OG, this bad boy. TikTokers, I give you the Game Boy Advance SP. This sucker was my first video game ever as a kid. I think I remember Santa giving it to me at like age 5. And the first game that I got was Spider-Man 2. I thought this game and this gaming system was like the best thing ever. This was the time period where like licensed games for movies, they were the thing. The Incredibles, Finding Nemo, Madagascar, Cars, like pretty much all the animated movies had a video game, and it was for the Game Boy. But then you had your Mario Kart circuit, Sonic Battles, you know, the good old like classic games. And then we elevated. This bad boy changed the game for handhelds. I mean, I thought the Game Boy was great. Ugh, the graphics on this thing back then, insane. Royal blue was the color. First game I got for Christmas was like Nicktoons Battle for Volcano Island, I think it's called. This was the essence of my childhood. You can't tell me that nobody never had Mario Kart DS, Mario Party DS. I had Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, New Super Mario 64. I mean, I could go on and on and on, but wait, it gets better. Cause bam, the DSi. Not only were the graphics better, but this was pretty much the DS Lite 2.0. A lot of the highlights on this system, the handheld, was really the camera feature. Did forget to mention, the DS Lite that I showed before was able to play Game Boy games. And sadly, that is exactly what the DSi lacked. There was no Game Boy cartridge slot. Ooh. I thought, all right, DSi, all right. Now at this moment, all of my friends had consoles, and I didn't. I just had my little handheld. So in 2008, well, I'm old, my grandmom comes home and surprises me and my brother with a Nintendo Wii. Probably one of my favorite Nintendo consoles ever. Mario Kart Wii, Wii Sports Resort, and to top it all off, this system introduced me to Super Smash Bros. Brawl. When I tell you I was addicted and hooked on that game for days, not even days, months. And then a couple years later, I was like, you know what? I think I want another console. Should I pick PlayStation or an Xbox? And I picked the Xbox 360. I bought the version with Kinect. It's not shown here. Kinect was so awesome. Xbox 360 was so awesome. Me and my brother played classic games like Halo, Halo 3, Halo Reach, GTA 5, NBA 2K. There's too many to name, but y'all know the titles. And did we upgrade? You bet your bottom dollar we did. Xbox One. I remember this was the first console I bought with my own money. But only thing I really hated about this thing was when you bought a physical disc, you had to wait, what, a good hour and a half just to play the game. I'm trying to play a game, not wait for it to load. But nevertheless, this was a great console. I still have these consoles, by the way. And then I took a dip on the wild side. I had a lot of handhelds. I was so familiar with the DS. And I was like, you know what? I gotta give Sony a try. I've done Microsoft, I've done Nintendo. Let's do Sony. When I tell you that this system's longevity was so terrible, for me, this handheld, I kid you not, probably lasted 2 months, and then it just died out. So I did research. Apparently the PSP battery life is not good. Like battery life, it doesn't even come close to the DS or other handhelds. But it had some really cool titles. Some I can't remember, but I know the titles. And with great happiness comes great disappointment. The Wii U. Now I'm gonna make a separate video about this sucker right here. The Wii U. What an interesting system. You have really cool titles. You got Super Smash Bros. For Wii U, Mario Kart 8, Nintendo Land, Donkey Kong Country. Awesome exclusive titles, but the system itself, personally, I wasn't really into it. And at that same time, Nintendo was reinventing itself with the new 3DS. This was the holy grail of handhelds for me. I had a DS Lite, I had a DSi, and now we have the 3DS? You mean to tell me 3D graphics on a Nintendo DS? The ultimate handheld. Didn't go anywhere without it. Mario Kart 7, Super Mario 3D Land. This is where I was first introduced to Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And your boy, all he ever wanted was a portable version of Super Smash Bros. And in October of that year, for his birthday, he got Super Smash Bros. For 3DS. And oh my gosh, that is like one of my favorite games ever. But your boy wanted to upgrade. Bam, so we got the new 3DS XL, which he still owns to this day. But back to this sucker right here. Why was I disappointed with the Wii U? because the way that GameStop advertised this system to me, I thought it was this, and we got this in 2018, I think. The Nintendo Switch, one of Nintendo's greatest gaming handheld, console, hybrid. I don't know. All I know is it is the perfect combination of the Wii and the Nintendo DS. And you can't tell me otherwise. Clip the Joy-Cons off, you're in console mode and you can play on your TV, and then you can clip the Joy-Cons back on and you have handheld mode. By far, this is competition with the 3DS. But those are all the systems and consoles, handhelds that I've owned in my childhood. In the comment below, tell me what consoles, handhelds, systems have you owned in your lifetime. Make sure you like this video, and if you love content like this, feel free to subscribe to me. See you guys soon.